My doctor that I chose for my surgery is Dr. Elie Levine from Plastic Surgery and Dermatology, NYC. He's amazing. I have been going to consultations for 11 years for a nose job, so I know all the questions to ask, all the answers I'm looking for, and he did all of that in our first visit. Above anything else, besides him being super educated and just being, everything that I really wanted in a doctor, he has a really good energy, and that's extremely important to me. I'm a very spiritual and energy-driven person, and I feed a lot off of people's energies, and he really is such a warm, good person, and he's the perfect person that I want working on my face. So really, again, it was both education and energy, and he really fit the bill for everything. So I'm super excited. I trust him so much. I know he's going to do an amazing job. Hey everyone, just checking in. It's countdown 2 days until my surgery with Dr. Elie Levine for my rhinoplasty, which I am so excited about. I've wanted the surgery since I was 8 years old, and I'm finally doing it. It's something that I've wanted for a really long time. I really want to fix the profile of my face and my nose. I've got a little bit of a bump here, which I really would hope to get smoothed out. I don't want a smaller nose. I don't want to look like anybody else. I want to look like a just better, more refined, fresh version of myself. And it's really something that I feel like is going to give me a lot more self-esteem in my business, but also in my everyday. It's something that I think about sometimes when someone's talking right next to me and I can see them kind of looking over this way. I always wonder if they're looking at my nose, which I know 99.9% of the time they probably have never even noticed, but it's just something that I have insecurities about. So the other thing is that my wedding is coming up, and I want to be able to be photographed kissing my husband, being in my wedding, being on the altar, taking very romantic photos that I see all the time. And I always think, I'm never going to like that photo of myself from the side. And it's always been kind of something I thought about, like, that I wanted to get done before I got married, just because I love those photos of like the husband and wife like embracing each other, and they're like just not worried about what camera angle is getting their face. And it always bothers me. So I know that that moment is going to be no exception, but I don't want to feel like that on that day or during those moments. So really it's just a lot about my self-esteem, how I feel about the appearance of my face and my nose, and I want to feel comfortable at every angle of my face. So far, straight on is good, side not so good, but we're going to get that fixed. This is actually, my nose job is going to make me look younger, because I feel like there's like sharp corners to my nose, like especially like with the bump and just like even with the front, and then when it's like a little bit softer, I'm just going to look like younger. But people are going to be like, did you get something done? Like, I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, did you get like filler or something, or Botox, or what have you done with your skin? And I'm just gonna have this like softer face, which is really what I'm going for.
The nose.
So I contoured the bump, the dorsum of the nose to get rid of that bump, and then I contoured the tip, shaping it a little bit so that it's in line with what we were going to do to the bump and the dorsum. And then I broke the nose to kind of give it the shape it needed, because when we shave down a bump, it almost squares off the nose a little bit, and so I wanted to eliminate that square appearance so that everything is in line. When you make one adjustment to the nose, it's not unusual to need to do other things so that things stay in harmony with each other. And so, understandably, some people come in with a misconception that all I want to do is one little thing, and the answer is we can address that one little thing, but sometimes we have to do subtle other things too at the same time in order to make sure that everything stays in line and harmonious.
Reveal. Oh my gosh, so good. Mm-hmm.
You're still swollen, but it will look better and better with every week that goes by.
But it's like, it's so different just from the front.
Yeah. And the thing that I love about noses is that it will continue to look better and better over the next 6 months or so.
Because my tip is also quite swollen still, right?
Everything is swollen.
Yeah, I mean, like...
In fact, your tip in certain ways is more swollen because we really didn't compress the tip.
Yeah.
I mean, we were trying to compress along here a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you're doing well.
I love the tip of my nose.
Excellent.
That was always like my biggest fear, was like, oh my gosh, what is the tip gonna look like?
Good. So, just gonna tell you.
Hey guys, it's been exactly 2 months since my rhinoplasty surgery and I'm loving my results more and more every single day. So I'll give you a little side view here. I'll get a little side view over here. And it's dramatic, but it's actually not because I look exactly the same. I look just like myself. I look in the mirror and the only person I see is the person I saw before the surgery. And it's an amazing feeling just to be a little bit more confident when I'm in front of a camera, when I'm talking to people, when I'm in public. It's given me like this whole new life that I feel like I didn't imagine this is how I would feel. On top of that, my surgeon, Dr. Elie Levine, he's incredible. I had planned for the worst. I've been going to consultations for 10 years. I've had friends that have the surgery. I did a lot of research, saw a lot of photos, a lot of videos, and honestly, my recovery experience was nothing like I'd ever seen. And I know 100% that it was because of my surgeon, Dr. Elie Levine, because he's amazing. And I had very little bruising, I had very little swelling, I have basically pain-free. And when I got my cast off after 7 days, you would have never known in a million years that I even had a surgery on my face in such a short period of time. So I am just loving every single moment of this, and I can't wait to share more with you guys.